cancer affects a lot of people, a lot of different areas. But you come over here and you think about it, man, you guys have been through an awful lot of emotions, an awful lot of medical stuff, a lot of successful medical stuff as well. But boy, it's easy to see why you guys are so involved with this, because just inside this office, Emily and I were talking about this morning, you got a lot of good stories to tell.
Oh, absolutely. Trey's a cancer survivor. You enjoy what you do, and you enjoy helping people that are not in a position to help themselves often. And so it's very satisfying. So then I sit there and think, well, what am I going to do if I'm not doing it?
I remember one time
That's not my mode of operation.
I joked before I took this gig that I thought 5 o'clock came once today. There's actually 2 of them.
That's right.
And I see that first one every single day now. So yeah, no, we always go. I think we went outside and said it's a nice enough day. We won't run up it's Saturday night. But we saw a great football game Saturday night, didn't we?
We sure did. That bunch of
There you go.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Alrighty.
It was interesting because I felt like the crowd was in it.
Yeah.
And you could hear it, despite the fact there are only 20,000 people there.
There's a difference in the elite level of Clemson compared to the elite level teams we've seen so far. Hey, we'll take a break, a top of the hour break. I'm going to tell my friends about Trail, TREHEL.com, 800-319-7006, 800-319-7006.
Welcome to the channel. So today we are at Pretty Place on our way up to the Blue Ridge Parkway, which is really a beautiful place if you've never been here. So we're going to shoot out here real quick. I think we have a couple of cloud inversions, so I'm going to try to get out here and get a shot. So here we go. Hey, so I'm heading up to the Blue Ridge Parkway to search out some fall colors. And the way that I go up through Travelers Rest, Marietta, up 276 here in upstate South Carolina. It brings me by Camp Greenville. And at Camp Greenville, there's this chapel. It's called Pretty Place. Ironically, it is where my wife and I got married many years ago. So as I was coming up this morning, I didn't plan to stop here, but coming up the mountain, I saw the sun start breaking through, and I thought, oh, what the heck, let's give it a try. So it's about 5 miles off the beaten path. So came down here looking for a couple shots. There were some inverted clouds. You can see the photo that I did capture not too bad. But the thing about Pretty Place is it does face essentially east. So in the morning, you're kind of getting that sun coming up directly in your face. So it's kind of difficult to get great shots up here in the morning. But hey, it was worth a try. So just shot up here and stopped by. Again, look, it's a beautiful place. You know, the chapel, you saw the video of it. And there's weddings. Wedding ceremonies are up here all the time. So now we're going to head on up to the Blue Ridge Parkway. It's about, I don't know, 20 more miles to get up to the parkway. And look, I've traveled to a lot of places in my life. I've seen a lot of beautiful scenery, things like the Swiss Alps, the Grand Tetons, you know, things like that. Beautiful landscapes. And here in upstate South Carolina, as you cross over into western North Carolina, we have the Blue Ridge Parkway. And on the Blue Ridge Parkway, it's beautiful scenery. Again, it starts here in North Carolina. It goes all the way up to Virginia, the Shenandoah Valley. Just beautiful, beautiful scenery. It's about 340 something miles, I think 347 maybe, something like that. So beautiful scenery, particularly in the fall time of the year, because, you know, the autumn time, the leaves change and you get these magnificent colors. You have all these places you can pull over and take shots and just capture beautiful fall colors. There's places to have picnics and all kind of great things like that. Now, you have to really stay on top of it, because over the years, my experience would be that one week you can come up here and the colors look so-so. And then you come back a week or two later and the leaves have fallen. So over the past 3 days, we've had rain. And at this time of the year, when we have a lot of rain, it'll knock a lot of leaves off the trees and you'll just not have the color. So I was up here last week. The colors were okay. I was up here Thursday. You know, now this is Monday. I'm heading back up and we had rain all weekend. So we'll see how the colors are. So you really have to just stay on top of it, get your timing right, get up here at the right time to catch the colors, and then hope you don't have major rains and major wind just to blow all the leaves off the trees. So look, again, it's about 25 miles from here before you hit the parkway. So we're going to head up, we're going to hit the parkway, we're going to head south, and we'll probably end up going to an elevation of about 5,200 feet. And we're just going to see what the colors look like. And if the colors are nice, hey, we're going to grab a couple shots. So hey, come on, let's go.
Played, but you know, I don't think the defense was designed for the interior guys to make a lot of plays. And
okay, so here we are. So we are about 4,500 feet up, and as you can see, there's a lot of clouds. We do have some nice fall color, but we also have a lot of clouds. So we have a couple options here. The first option is to go back down a little bit. Coming up, I was under the clouds. So the first option is we can go back down a little bit, get under these clouds, or we can head on up a little more and then wait it out, because the forecast calls for this stuff to blow on out of here late morning, which is where we're at now. So I think we're going to head on up, because when it does go out and the skies turn blue, it's going to be beautiful. As far as the colors, I mean, yeah, we do have some nice colors. I don't think it's peak time, and the worry about the rain, you know, knocking all the leaves off the tree, that was a little probably exaggerated, because it's still early for that. So hey, let's head on up to a little bit higher elevation and see what we can find. Okay, so hey, the weather has not cooperated up here, up in the higher elevations of the parkway. So I'm going to head back down and see about getting under the clouds. And if I can't, then I'm going to go on off the parkway and then back toward back south on 276. And there's some there's a couple rivers that I'm going to pull over. I have a couple ideas down there. Look pretty nice this morning. But I did want to go through a few of the things that make it difficult to capture good images up here on the parkway. And first, it's the weather, right? It's the fall, you know, during the peak leaf time, right? And the leaves are perfect. It's the fall, and you always have these fronts that blow through, like today. Secondly, will be tourists. You know, it's a beautiful place. People come from all over. People come to Asheville, North Carolina to visit, and then one of the must-do activities out of Asheville is to hit the Parkway. In western North Carolina, where I'm at on the Parkway, is really convenient to Asheville. So we just have a ton of people up here from Asheville. Fortunately for me, I live not too far, you know, 50 miles or so, so I can come up here more often. But hey, there's just tons of people. I mean, today I've seen tags, New York, Vermont, Kentucky, Alabama, Georgia, Florida. I mean, you name it, right? Washington. People are from everywhere. So you just have to manage with the people. If you find a good spot, you know, people see you setting your tripod up and you get a good vantage. Literally, I just had a guy that like walked up beside me, which is okay. It's public, you know, but people come like look over your shoulder and start taking pictures. But hey, that's okay. And then the final thing is, or one of the final things that make it difficult up here, is there's a lot of pull-offs and places to pull over, overlooks they call them, and they're grown up. They don't keep them trimmed as much as they should. You know, maybe they trim them every 3 or 4 years, but during that time, trees will grow up, and you'll have a pine tree right in the middle of the overlook, so it's hard to get a good panoramic shot, or even just a good landscape shot, because you have these trees and shrubs that are right there, just right in the way. So you have to work around that as well. So there's actually a trail here off of this overlook that is not a very well traveled trail. So I'm gonna hike down there right quick and see if maybe I can get a shot. If not, we're gonna head back down and see if we can stand in the river and get a shot down there. So, but first let's check out this trail. So there's a road here, a gravel road. There's the Parkway, or the mountains, and then here is the other end of this road. So it looks like there's no vantage point here. Okay, so right when I was getting ready to turn off on 276 to head down the mountain, so to speak, I noticed a tree that looked really nice. And look, you know, I'm a black and white photographer at heart. Clearly my objective today was to come up to the mountains here and get some fall color, but as you can see, just not going to happen. But I saw this tree and I realized, hey, that's a nice motif for black and white, especially with the fog behind it. So I pulled over, set the camera up. So there's the tree, really nice looking tree. I'm excited to get it. It is right on the side of the road, but the great thing about the Parkway is if you can park, you can shoot. So here we go. Got the camera set up on the tripod. I do have a circular polarizer on the camera, just to kind of knock down a little bit of the haze or fog between here and the tree. 1/30th of a second, f13. I shoot ISO 100 90% of the time. That is the native ISO of this Nikon camera. So definitely always want to shoot at the native ISO. I'll also bracket. I'll shoot one shot at the correct exposure. Let's check one more time. Yes. I'll shoot one shot, 2 stops, or 1 stop over, and then 1 stop under. So I'll have 3 images to choose from. And that's going to make a nice black and white photograph right here, right on the side of the road. So hey, let's head down now. Let's go ahead and get this thing packed up and then get down below these clouds and see if we can get one more shot before we call it. Okay, so on the way back, stop here down by the river. I'm not in a van though. Got a good motif here, I think. We're gonna head down. It's right on the side of the road, so it's a great spot. We got a little sun, a little bit of fall color, so let's see what we can capture here. Okay guys, we're going to wrap the video up here. Made it back into town, made it back to the studio. I think I'm going to jump in here right now and do some editing of the images. Of course, you will have seen the images. I haven't seen them in the edited form yet because they're in the video. It's kind of cool how that works. I'm pretty excited about a couple of them. I don't really think I have anything epic, you know, anything to go over the mantle, if you will. But I am excited about a couple of them. Hey, do me a favor and go hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe. That'll help the channel out. And just thanks for hanging in there with me today. And until next time, have a good day.